Howdy folks, D-Mac here. Has this happened to you? Fighting in a cave or a dungeon and suddenly you're falling through the void? I'm going to show you how to fix this. If you're on PC, this is an extremely easy fix for a relatively rare but super annoying glitch. So, to explain how this happens, typically what has caused this is you've fainted in water. There's other situations in which this can happen, like you're under a bridge where you can't stand up, you run out of stamina, you faint. But you're in a spot where you can't stand. No matter how you manage to get yourself out of that situation, the game registers that you fainted at that specific XYZ coordinate and could not stand up. And so, when you're in the overworld, where you're not super likely to faint, you don't really notice it. But when you're in a dungeon, you're in the void. In the overworld, when you faint, it warps you back to that exact spot where you fainted, in my case here in this water. To fix this on PC, super simple. In the remaster, you're just going to go open the console, type in the ghost command, let the game register that you're no longer in water, and it will let you stand up. Go to the ground, get to the point where you no longer sound like you're underwater, and then type in the walk command. All is now right in the world. If I faint again, you will notice I faint like normal. And I'm good to go. If you're playing original Oblivion and this happens, the command is TCL, and you just type TCL twice. Once to turn clipping off, once to turn clipping back on. If you're on console, this gets way more tricky. I believe if you're playing Game Pass on the remaster, you can load your save on a PC, use the console commands, and then just load back on your Xbox. I think that works. Don't quote me on it. I don't have the Xbox. I'm just assuming based on like what I know about Forza saves and stuff transfer. If you don't have access to a PC or you're on PlayStation, you're pretty much screwed. The only way that you can reliably fix this is to get to the point where you're about to faint, like so. Get yourself some sprint action and jump, and you'll see I kind of kept moving there. If you can build up enough speed, get enough height when you jump, when you faint, that momentum will carry through and will hopefully land you on land instead of back in the water, and your character will stand up like normal and go about their business. What can you do if that doesn't work? Sometimes loading a previous save will work. I've seen plenty of times where loading a previous save does not work. Somehow the game transfers the data, telling it to warp you back to the XYZ coordinate to your previous saves. There's no rhyme or reason as to why it happens. I just know that I've seen it happen. So if you are perpetually stuck and have no possible way of fixing this, no amount of save scumming and jumping is getting you out, once you complete the Knights of the Nine quest, the primary cause of you fainting will go away. But keep in mind, anything that knocks you over will warp you back to the XYZ coordinates. So while it will not happen as frequently, make sure you're auto-saving frequently, because if you get stunned by an archer's arrow, if an unarmed enemy manages to stun you that way, there's an enemy with an enchanted weapon that's damaging your fatigue, all of that could cause you to hit the ground and warp you back. Keep that in mind. Hopefully, this has helped somebody out there. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks for newcomers and bug fixes.